Buongiorno, good morning. We are Happy Sustainable Family. This is the video about the cost of our trip to Zanzibar and Tanzania. If you haven't seen the video about Zanzibar and Tanzania, check it out here in the link, and let's start here with the cost. The first cost of our trip, so one of the highest of course, is the flight. Flying to Zanzibar from Europe, from US even more, is quite expensive. We spent 3,056 euros, so around 764 euro per person. Consider that from 2 years also the kids pay, so they pay not the full but almost the full, around 60% of the ticket. So you have to consider between 500 if you're super lucky and 1,000, 1,005. I saw even prices now in high season in December which go much higher, but I would say a reasonable price in medium high season is around 700-800 euro per person. Second cost, hotel in Zanzibar. We had 15 nights there, and we were between all-inclusive hotels and some hotels only bed and breakfast. I will put in the description all the links of the hotels we have been, all the places we have been, so you can check them out. They were between 3 and 4 star hotels, and I was quite happy. I will put in the description also the name of the taxi driver and of everybody who did excursions with us, so you can check them out. And we were quite happy with all these people, so you can use the same and you can support them, because Africa always needs support, and we are happy to help with the good experiences that we had. The cost of the hotel for the 15 nights for us was 1,947. As I said, a mix between all-inclusive and some bed and breakfast, so the cost is not so high. We had an average of 121 euro per night, which is really not so much for the 4 people. The hotels were all quite nice, so you can spend, of course, much more. There are luxury hotels, 5-star hotels, which start, I saw, around 300-400 per night, and that arrive also to 4,000 or 5,000 for the most expensive one. Also, it depends a lot from the period you're going. When we were in October, is quite it's not low season, we cannot say that, because it was quite busy. There is this first November week where there are holidays in many European places, so there are quite some Europeans around, but still it's a medium. It's also not high season like the summer or like Christmas period, so you can have this as a price range if you like 3-4 star hotels. You can spend also much less, of course. We have been one night in a 2-star hotels only for doing the transfer, which was also very decent and nice hotel in Stone Town. That was around 70 euro per night, and it was perfect as well. So it depends also from you and your budget and your expectations for the family. The Safari Hotel here, the Tanzania part, we come to the more expensive. You can do the whole Zanzibar trip, I think, also in a budget way, but the Tanzania going to Safari will never be so cheap. I explain why. First of all, from Zanzibar you have to take a flight, and the flight has already a cost. From the flight from Zanzibar to Arusha was for us 760 euro. And then the hotel, you can decide to go also to some tents, but still you have to arrive to the glamping or to whatever, which is quite a trip from Arusha. Then you have to pay the entry to every park. So we had to pay the entry even to go to the gateway to our hotel, which was already 40 euro per person. So only for entering our hotel we had to pay 160 euro. Plus, if you go to the national parks, to the nice national parks like Gorongoro, Lake Manyara, or Serengeti, you have to pay always around 60, 70, 80 euro per person only for entering, which makes it quite a lot. For our hotels, plus the transfer to the hotel, and plus the fee of entrance, we paid 1,050 euro for 2 days. So here the prices go quite up. So consider the flight plus this, Plus we had the excursions. The excursion to Ngorongoro, we went to Ngorongoro and Lake Manyara. Lake Manyara was next to our hotel, so it was included already in our fee, so we saw it from there. But then Ngorongoro was again like only 250 for the entry. We had also 3 excursions on Zanzibar, which make the total for excursion in our budget 900 euro. This can be also much more if your kids and you are willing to do more excursions. Even in Zanzibar, you can go out every day to see another island or another beach, which will make it more expensive. Or you can decide to stay a bit more in the hotel. We did 3 excursions, 3 days in Zanzibar out, and we did a nice excursion in Ngorongoro Park. So we spent this 900 euro. Another higher spending point that you will have is the food. As I mentioned before, we didn't have every time the all-inclusive, so the dinner or the lunch included in our packages in the hotel. So we had an additional spending for the whole 18 days of 920 euro, which was okay. We didn't check to every single euro when we went out for having dinner. So we ate what the kids would like. We ate also ourselves quite good. So if you are fish lover, we are vegan, so we didn't eat fish, but fish is at a very good pricey option. So some lobsters at around 12 till 15 euro or dollars. So that's really not expensive for lobster lovers. We also the vegan kitchen or the vegetarian kitchen, there is no problems. There are so many vegetables, so nice, good fruits in the island. So food is not a problem in both in Ngorongoro, so in Tanzania, and in Zanzibar. Also for the kids, we found quite some pasta, some good meals. Sophie likes a lot sausages, so we gave her also some sausages. So I think the kitchen is really not a problem. Our budget, 920 euro for the food extra. Then the transfers. Consider you arrive to Zanzibar city, probably your hotel won't be only in Stone Town. If you decide even to go only to one hotel, still the transfer from the airport to the hotel, which is Nungwi, which looks on Google Maps like 70 kilometers, will take you around 1.5 hours because the streets are not the streets that you're used to usually. So we paid for the transfer prices in 230 euro in total. Last but not least cost, of course, as I told in the video, we did another video of the cost of our RV and camper holiday in this summer. Check it out if you haven't seen it. You always buy some clothes in Zanzibar and in Tanzania. You have to buy some things to the local people that are going to sell it to you. We did also quite some donations. We gave a lot of tips. We tried to support as much as possible also to the people, because of course you go to the various hotels which are owned many times by US people or European or Asian people, sometimes also by local people. The waiters and the people, they usually get the minimum wage or a low wage. So we tried to help quite a lot, as much as we could, to the people that we thought, okay, they're worthy and we would like to invest. We spent 400 euro for this, which makes a gross total of our trip of 9,263 euro. I think around 9,000, 10,000 for a medium trip. You have to spend it for 18 days in these conditions. What made it more expensive, of course, was the trip to the safari. Only considering the safari costs around 2,500 euro in our calculation. So it was almost 1/3 of the whole expenditure. So going to safari is quite expensive, especially here, because you have to take another flight. Then the distance also from Arusha to the nice national parks is again big. So consider that in your budget. And also, if you make a longer safari trip, your budget will go up exponentially, because for these 3 days we spend already this 2,500 euro. Imagine if you go 7 days and you go to all the different national parks, so it will go up a lot. In conclusion, the trip, is it worthy or not spending that money? I would say absolutely yes. As I told you, you can spend much less and much more, but in general, for a medium kind of trip in medium low season or medium season, this is the budget that you will spend approximately. If you like the video, click the like button, follow the channel for more insights like this. We are new on the on YouTube and we like it a lot. Leave a comment, and if you need any help, follow us. Ciao ciao.